Alright, bit of a late start to the broadcast, but we're here tonight in Kansas. Just a handful of races before the playoffs start. Big Jim, we got ya?
Tate, I'm just sitting here with you.
Awesome. Right now we got Sharp in the lead, and as everyone expected, everyone's going to be ripping the high line here tonight. Be interesting to see if that middle to low groove can come in tonight. Once these cars get spaced out, maybe see somebody pull a little slide job here or there. Looks like Joe's been picking his way through the field. He just pulled the slide job there on Swamp, as I mentioned something about it. And he clears him coming off of 2, I think. He'll have him cleared here by turn 1. Oh, 22 into the wall back there. 22 in the wall big time. Max boost into the back of the 22. 22 into the back. Swamp is getting shuffled on the low line right now. Everyone taking advantage of him being out of line, just using that high groove to their advantage. Sharp right now probably has a 3, 4, 10 second of a lead right now, but that's not going to last long once these guys get sorted out and single filed up. Looking like we're 3 wide going into turn 3 right now. Draven, Crunch, and K-Bart. 42's going to clear them. 24 of TK270 Kelvin. Plum, welcome to the booth.
How you doing?
Doing pretty good tonight.
Yeah. I just tuned in here watching the live stream.
Yeah, we're all single file right now. Got a couple guys getting shuffled out of line towards the back here on the inside.
Plum, do you need an invite?
I'm good. I'll watch the live.
Somebody else needs an invite to the booth. Get the ghost in here. Ooh, Swamp looking like he's betting on a loose car right now. Yeah, real loose there off of 2. And as expected, Joe has caught the back end of that 9 car Sharp. Talked to Joe a little bit before the race tonight. He felt pretty good about his car tonight and his chances of coming out with a win. Just gotta stay mistake free. So he'll do his best to keep it out of the wall, and hopefully he can bring it home. Everyone being patient so far by the looks of it. And we got a car in the wall looking like the 17 of Swamp Fox. Yep, that is the 17 of Swamp. He's in the wall and he's going to lose this draft. That is not going to be much fun back there right now for the rest of the stage. Well, Jim, you won this race last year. Is there any keys to this track here tonight, this 1.5 miles at Kansas?
Just rip that high line, rip that Larson line, and set up moves coming out of 4. The front stretch is one of the best opportunities to get to someone's outside, so that's kind of what you got to set up for, or hope for some mistakes. These cars get very loose on the outside and they'll drop to the bottom accidentally. You can slip your nose up above them if they do that, but yeah, it's a lot of patience here.
Yeah, because I remember last year, the thing about this mile and a half is most mile and a halves you have a tendency to jump to the inside of someone if you're wanting to pass them. But on this track, if you're coming off turn 4, hopefully you can set your pass up to where you can just get your nose up there on the outside of them and stick side by side and hopefully clear them by the time you're coming out of 2 if they don't slide job you and get back up in front of you. Oh, Ronnie Mack out of line. Big time loose there by the looks of it.
That's one thing I think everyone's going to be fighting is being loose and probably trying to set up a little tight in the beginning, battling a tight car and then a loose car at the end.
Yeah, these cars can definitely snap on you coming off of turn 2 here. If you're not prepared for it.
How close of a battle? We have a pretty close battle for that cutoff line spot, don't we?
I believe we do.
As I see K-Bart,
Yeah, Ronnie
if I
Mack
remember right.
coming down the pit road.
K-Bart is around 50 points off that cutoff line, which is it's still doable. He could still do it, but he's very close to being mathematically eliminated.
Anything can happen. We've seen it happen last night. So anything can happen.
That we did, and Lewis is holding on to that final playoff spot right now. He's been a pretty consistent character throughout the season, and I don't really expect that to change much coming from him. He did run well here last year.
Yeah. Looking like, is that Sharp out front? I mean, I just
That is
tuned
Sharp
in.
out front. We have Sharp
He's-
in first, Joe, you already heard, in second, Jagboy in third, Captain Killam in fourth, and Kelvin in fifth, K-Bart in sixth. And Sharp's into the grass here on the inside, big time. He's gonna lose touch with that front pack there. Look like the 22, who's in the 22?
It's not Jagboy.
Might be Nick.
Oh yes, Nick. This is not his cup debut. I believe he made his cup debut at Watkins Glen, if I remember correctly.
And he was the one, he was up for the win last night. It all come falling apart on the backstretch coming at you.
Nick currently sitting in 6th place right in front of Max Boost. You know he's going to be a factor tonight. Max is always a factor. I think it's just a matter of time before Max Boost gets up there and starts battling for that lead.
Yeah, I've seen him do this a time or two before where he's just playing chicken in the back, wheeling his car out, and then he attacks.
Max just goes for the race win, not the stage wins. You have the 42 K-Bart looking like he's coming down the pit road. See if we can get one of these other guys that's there in the race. Get one of their strings up, see what kind of lap we're on.
I think you'll see a lot of different strategy maybe thrown from K-Bart tonight since he's sitting there. He really has like nothing to lose. Maybe throw a Hail Mary or something, trying to get that win and get as many points as he can.
Now K-Bart, he could use a stage win here or there. He needs to get as many points as possible on these final 2 races of the regular season, I believe, is all they have left.
Yep. Tonight, Kansas, and then I believe it's Chicagoland on Thursday.
Be interesting to see how much K-Bart can close that gap, if at all, on Lewis.
Yeah, K-Bar had some stage points taken away from him, sadly, last time around at the Brickyard. He came close. I mean, he's proven he can save some fuel, but he just come up just a little too short there at the Brickyard, so... Comes down to fuel mileage, I'd be watching him.
Looking like they get about 29 to 30 laps for their fuel window here tonight. And I did see the one of you already heard came down to pit road that time. We had the 24 in the wall. The 2, the 22, and the 19 all come to pit road. Very clean.
And that's the thing is, pitting early, pitting late, getting them 4 tires early, you're gonna come out faster than the guy staying out. But if it's got to be a stretch, that's where it gets sketchy there in that 3rd stage. Over like max boost motion, he's gonna come down and pit.
Yep, and right now they're on lap 27 of 39 for stage 1 here tonight. As these green flag pit stop cycle through here. Be interesting to see who can come out with the lead. Can K-Bart jump these guys and take the lead here tonight and maybe get a stage win, or will these guys are pitting a little later use those fresher tires to their advantage?
Well, K-Bart, he was the first to come down pit road, huh?
I believe he was.
And he was right up there towards the front. I'm seeing he's out in fresh air. He's just cruising. He might come out with the lead here, and he might be able to hold them off, depending on how many laps are left to go in the stage.
They're all pretty evenly spaced out now. Got 14 to kill him and 24 to Kelvin here on pit road coming off. Looked like none of them had penalties.
14 to kill him just had a penalty.
Oh, he did? That's big.
That he did.
So unless we have a caution, he is probably not going to be collecting any stage points here tonight, which is not an issue for him. Because I think he is pretty much mathematically locked in, I think.
Yeah, I believe it's just down to the last spot, if I remember right.
The 88 of Crunch, who was your leader, has finally come to pit road, running a little longer than the rest of those guys. See, we'll be able to see who cycles around here. And here comes that 42. That 19 of Narl Lewis, looking like he's gonna come out your leader after these green flag pit stops cycle through.
And it's K-Bart behind him. He's got, I mean, he can't be conservative. He's gonna have to run that 19 down if he wants. Can't let any points slip away.
So I believe it was the 19 that came down first and not the 42. I think I just missed the 19 coming to pit. No, that's wrong. The 19 came down after the 42. So maybe the 19 just took 2 tires here, because he pitted with the 22, and I think Max Boost was in that little group there.
2 tires can work.
2 tires does not work here. Not in a cup car.
See, that's what I was going to say is the trucks, it worked, but it only worked for a couple of laps. And then after, you just fall flat on your face, so interesting to see.
It does look like the 42 K-Bart and the one of you already heard are running him down. And the one has got his way around that 42.
Did the 42 surely couldn't have taken 2 tires putting that early. I'd put money on that 19 maybe taking 2 tires. He likes that strategy at times.
That he does. And I know you can pit too early and get Ford fresh tires too soon here on this game.
Mm-hmm.
You feel fast, because you're running everyone down, but then you finally get out front and you're not out front much longer once those guys behind you that pit a little later get around you.
No, once they come up on you, it's game over.
So you can pit too soon here. We see the 2 of Jagboy and the 22 of Nick are working their way around K-Bart right now as we speak. 19 of Lewis, and I go to the low line here.
I would almost bet maybe that 42 car did take 2 tires then.
Does not seem to be working out very well for him right now.
Or it's just that much of a difference pitting that, or what was it, a couple laps earlier than them guys.
It's probably 3, 4, maybe 5 laps, I think. Now we have a nice little pack up. Here's Lewis. I kind of thought he'd just lose touch with Joe, and with You Already Heard, and he really hasn't. Excuse me. As that 2 and the 22 are working together now.
It looks like Lewis just dropped to the bottom. He must have taken 2 tires and seen game over. Not gonna hold these guys up.
Yeah, and don't look now, but there's that second one car with Max Boost. Are we about to be 3 wide here for the lead with Nick and Jagboy and Joe? You Already Heard?
It looks like it.
Looked like Nick didn't want to pressure too much of it, put too much pressure on that situation there. It is early in the race. It is stage 1.
Nick just pushed his teammate out to lead. It was a great teammate move. I mean, you gotta hand it to them.
Yeah.
Joe just a sitting duck there. F42 is just falling, like you said, plumb flat on his face, and the 19 keeping pace. Keeping a little more pace than I thought he would, actually.
Yeah, where's they at there? Yeah, Lewis is going to be holding that last stage point spot too, so that's a point, another point on K-Bart for the playoff picture.
That will be big, and I believe we're coming to 2 to go. I believe they're taking 2 to go here in stage 1. Next time by, we'll take the white flag.
Does Nick push the issue and try to pass that 1 car to help 2 car? Because the 2 car won in the Brickyard, beat out the 1, grabbing some extra playoff points.
And those playoff points are going to be so important come playoff time.
Yep. And I think that's what most of these guys are just going for now, is you're either going for it or you're not.
As we've been talking, Max Boost has worked his way up to 3rd. He is wasting no time at all now.
Is the end here?
Yep, that was the end. I was a lap off. But that 2 car Jagboy looking like he's going to be your stage winner tonight for stage 1. You Already Heard in 2nd, Max Boost 3rd, Nick in 4th. And Lewis is going to get that stage point in 5th. So K-Bart missing out on valuable stage points there. That doesn't help his situation much at all.
Think about that top 3 right there, though. Jagboy was very good here in Xfinity. Won the truck race here last season. You Already Heard he was a force all throughout the playoffs, especially at Kansas. And then 3rd back there, of course, Max. And nothing else needs to be said about that guy.
Yeah. And even 4th there with Nick. I mean, he had that one last night in the Xfinity race, and just bad luck happened. So, I mean, he could be a force to be reckoned with, too.
Come here, the green flag takes stage 2. Everybody pitted, they get 4 fresh good years.
Look like everyone remembered to pit this time.
That's always a disaster. Always scary if you're starting behind that guy that forgets to pit.
I've been that guy a time or two.
I've done that myself as well. Not much fun when you do it too. You're sitting there making your adjustments. The next thing you know, here you are coming to the green flag.
Yep.
Nick retains the lead at the start of stage 2. I believe I just saw the 21 car get a piece of the wall there. Lewis is getting freight trained on the outside. He started, I believe, 4th or 3rd. And he is now falling to the back. Shows how dominant this outside line is.
Yeah, it's a bad feeling. It's just like getting out of the draft at Daytona or Talladega. You're just dropping.
It is not a fun feeling. It is not fun to experience. We'll see how long they like to run single file here, as it looks like he already is going to look to the inside on the 22. Does not look like he's going to clear him. He will not make that pass, and he is going to get shuffled probably on the outside if he cannot find a hole here soon.
If I was K-Bar right now, I'd just stay glued to the back end of that other #1 car, Max, because with Lewis dropping back there, just get points. Points.
And Max Boost can certainly lead you to the promised land if you can follow him.
Yep.
That 22 looking like he's almost getting in the wall there about the middle of 3 and 4. He's getting real close.
Yeah, I've been watching him there before. He's been flirting with that wall. You already heard he was able to get back up into that outside groove.
As soon as you already heard, he was able to get back to the outside. K-Bart decided to try something down on the inside, and that's not going to work. Lewis, that 19 of Narl Lewis, has looked to have lost touch with the front pack here.
Yeah, he's dropped way back there.
Crunch, the 88 of Crunch, is looking to the inside of the 42 of K-Bart. He's going to slide up. Oh, 42 into the wall. Bit of a mistimed slide job there.
That 9 is sharp is lagging.
Yeah, he's hit the wall for 4.
Oh, hey, Ghost.
Hello. I had to get myself ready, else I would have been here sooner.
Look like 32 Gator Mike might have got that quarter panel of the 9 car, and he got in the wall on exit. 32 is going to clear the 9. The 9 is going to be on a struggle bus right now. Everybody's still on that outside group.
Slide jump in the 9. Oh, we put 9 in the 1. Oh.
24 cleared himself there.
It cost us sharp, though, unfortunately. Probably has some right side damage from that.
17 of Swamp Fox is looking to pull up here. Maybe gain a couple spots. I did talk to Kelvin before the race, and he didn't seem too confident in his car tonight.
He has his moments, though. He's good at certain tracks. I mean, he's always up there whenever he needs to be sometimes.
He had a fast car at Brickyards.
Oh, yeah, he had a really good car. What did he do last week?
Yeah, that 9 car Sharp is twitchy a bit. They're just running single file right now. Up all the way through the field. At the 14 looking on the outside. Yeah.
Gator Mike, he's just tacked onto the back of that lead pack and kind of quiet, making his way up.
Not much to do right now besides hurting yourself if you try to make too much happen this early in the stage.
Yep. It's almost like just wait for a guy to pull out and try to make a move to the inside and just take that spot away from home.
It's like the force when I go underneath now. That's for speaking.
Kansas is almost like super speedway racing at Talladega or Daytona. Those guys that just love the inside, just ride it there the entire race and wait for those to try to get the outside work to take their spot on the inside. It's just like Kansas here. You want to run that high line, and then when somebody tries to jump into the inside to make a pass, hopefully that draft just sucks you right on up to the guy they're trying to pass, and you're able to gain a spot.
And them front guys, they're running that high line pretty good because sometimes it's hard. Some guys have different let-off points getting into the corner, and looks like they all have it down pretty good.
I think that 22 is driving it in a little deeper than most people, which is maybe why he looks so close to the wall to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick does drive pretty aggressively for most tracks, but I mean, hey, it works for him, so.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Yeah, it's almost keeping... Looks like he's almost giving that little bit of a sniff to the high line to Max, but not enough for him to take it.
It's also helping give Jag a little push to the corner and give him more speed on the straightaway.
32 loose off turn 2 right there. Looking like Killam in the 14 and K-Bart in 42 look like they've been working together pretty good here, and they might be gaining a little ground on that front pack.
They start battling back and forth there. We'll be right there.
Looks like Ron in the 21 fell off of that backpack as well. Him and Lewis are just praying for a caution or way to catch back up back there.
Oh, and the max boost has gotten to the outside of that 22. Does look like the max one car max boost is going to go to second here and pull everyone on the outside around him.
Oh,
and he's going to jump to the inside. Is he going to clear him? He's going to clear him. Here comes the two back on the inside.
Jack comes back under though. Well, there goes Herd to the bottom as well.
Jack back up in front of Boost.
Herd's going underneath for the lead in one.
Let's see what Herd can do here. Is he going to clear him? Very aggressive slide job. Two back to the over-under.
Almost at the wall.
These boys are getting racy up here now.
Draven up to third.
And with all that going on, that's going to help Killam and K-Bart to win.
And Sharp and Crunch are catching them too. They're going to have a lawn sporting up here. Killam and Sharp have caught, or Crunch and Sharp have caught K-Bart and Killam. Hope they can get a line formed up and catch that front pack.
That 22 has gone from second to the back of this front pack here. And that 14 and 42, that 4-car pack behind these guys here up front is not too far off from getting their draft.
Sharp on the wall again.
The 88's going to get around Sharp there. Hopefully they can gather it back up and get up here. And ooh, one car is in the wall.
Ooh.
32 looking underneath the one now.
One on the wall again.
A one car, you already heard, had a bad set of corners right there. It's going to cost him 2 spots.
About another lap. 14.
Ooh, 22 in the wall off of 2. Twice.
These guys are starting to loosen up some.
A lot of people are getting into the wall now.
They're getting trigger happy. It's time to go, they think, for the pit stage. Get as much space as they can. Ooh. One in the wall before he goes in the one.
Well, I'll leave this all to you guys. It's time for me to roll out, and I will enjoy the race at work.
You have a good night, Plum.
Be careful out there, man.
Yep, we'll
Stay
see y'all
safe.
later.
See you, man.
Well, Ghost, Jim got sucked out of the booth by a typical Kansas tornado.
I heard. Oh, Swamp fell off the pace back here. He's on the backstretch going slow.
He must have got real loose at some point and wrecked it. Or maybe he just pitted
Yo.
early.
19's off the pace too. I wonder if he pit. I think they might have short pit.
Looking like the 22 and the 1 are going to be pitting this time by, or they just got really loose. Looked like they were signaling, but that 22's still on the high line. He is not going to be pitting.
Yeah, he's stuck right in front of that traffic.
The one that you already heard is going to be coming to pit road this time by, and the 24 and 9 get into each other there.
9 almost spun it going to the pits.
I believe the 24 might have been trying to get the pit road.
He might have hit him. As we're talking, Draven takes second for Max. Looks like Max is coming in as well this time. Don't see anybody else in that front pack coming in.
I believe I saw the
K-Bart might be
42.
signaling too.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Max is in. K-Bart's in.
Just trying to see what lap these guys are on.
Kelvin's in. I'm watching Sharp Stream. It'll pull up in just a second.
15 to go in stage 2 according to Gator Stream.
Sharp's on his way out. That was a fast pit stop from Sharp. I wonder if he took 2 tires for the strategy. Herd's already out too. They're both already coming up on the back. Nick's coming in. Jag is coming in. Oh, Nick spun it back on the track. Oh, and it took out Lewis. That's
Oh
gonna be a
no, is that
caution.
going to be a caution?
Oh no. Oh no. And Sharp. Oh, that's gotta be a caution. Is it not? No caution.
No
They stay
caution.
green.
Did that collect
Oh, you're
Sharp
gonna
there?
hate it. No, Sharp went through. He was ghosted. I think it collected Lewis.
It did collect that 19 of Lewis, and it 22 spun back on the track here. Missing
Man.
pit road.
K-Bart's back on the track. It's like Ronnie Mac might have sped. He's still on the pit road. Jag is on his way out, so is Crunch. Kill him. Nick's in this time safely. Draven's in as well. Yeah, Lewis has got a bunch of front end damage from that.
That is not what the 19 of Lewis wanted to see, because did he pit early this time? I don't know if he pitted early this time.
No,
or not.
he still got in the back. Him and Ronnie were in the back of the pack. They were just
Okay.
trying to catch back up with their pit cycle. He just had a bunch of bad luck this stage. Draven's on his way out.
9 and 1, you already heard about one here.
Yeah. Gators, I can't tell if he's coming into his pit or he's on his way out. I think he's on his way in. Yeah, he's on his way in. 22 still in. I think he's repairing that damage that he got.
32 again, Mike is in now.
22's on his way out. Who's leading this thing? Gator was the leader. I think he still is. Until they come around. Gator's coming out now.
Here comes the one that you already heard in the 9 of Sharp.
Your new leader is Herd. Herd's first and Sharp second. Gator's back on the track.
So it's looking like
Max
the
is-
one of you already heard. The 9 of Sharp is going to be second. The one of Max Boost third. I believe
He is
Jag.
hauling.
Jagboy is going to be 4th. Draven's going to be 5th. Crunch 6th. Killam 7th. Gator Mike 8th. Swamp might be 9th. I think.
And there goes Max for the lead down the inside in 3 and 4. Pass him. Like, that was an easy pass. He makes it look easy.
He makes it look so easy. Everywhere we go, he just makes it look effortless.
Yeah, it just comes natural to him at this point. I've seen Kelvin and Ronnie side by side the past 3 laps every time I flip through here. Ooh, Jag a little loose off too. got a whole straightaway to himself back here. Like, there's nothing on the screen anywhere near him.
Nick said he got launched into the stratosphere during that collision with the 19 of Lewis.
I could imagine. At least it was better than what happened last night with Draven and Gator, where they legit got launched to the moon. They were apparently on the stream, or on their streams, they were both lagging forward, and it just sent them, like, flying around the track. It was the weirdest thing. It's like Sharp's falling to Jagboy and Draven. I think he took 2 tires in this strategy, just not working out the best. Here come the 88 and the 14 on top of him. They got 8 to go, coming to 7 to go on the stage.
Sharp has fallen off the pace here.
Yeah, I think he had to have taken 2 tires, because I mean, he was kind of in the mid-pack anyway and already had damage from hitting the wall and lagging.
Because I believe we saw that from Lewis in stage 1. And possibly the 42 at K-Bar. We think they took 2 tires because the way they fell off the pace.
I think Herd did too, because Jag and Draven just drove by him on the inside.
They did. I mean, look at the lead. Max Boost has almost half a straightaway lead now.
He is gone. See if the 2 and the 4 can maybe hook up and try to gain a little bit of time, but I don't know if they'll be able to do anything before the end of the stage, though. Oh, Sharp's still kind of twitching back there. He's up in the lane by himself at the time, so he should be okay.
Everyone's playing nice right now. That one's in the wall.
Look in.
I don't know if he's just driving the corner too much or what his deal is, but the 88 is going to look to the inside of him.
He might have threw too much wedge on it whenever he took 2 tires, and now he's just plowing the corners and loose off. Oh, 14 and 88 had contact.
That's going to get sketchy right there. 14 looking to the outside of the 1 possibly here.
Yeah. Oh, 88 got clear. 14's going up high. 88's going to slide up right in front of the 14 and make it stick.
And Joe is just dropping like a rock.
Hoping for a miracle right now. Seems like Lewis has caught up to Nick somehow. I wonder if Nick spun or Lewis was just catching up on fresher tires.
Be interesting to see if Lewis might rub him wrong or something here if he does catch him. I doubt it though.
Maybe.
Lewis is just trying to get to the end of the stage.
I think he's just praying for the end of the stage. I know the car's probably tight and not running at full speed.
Bad news for Lewis. He was involved in that incident. Good news for Lewis. It looks like the 42 of K-Bart is yet again going to miss out on stage points.
Yeah, it's going to be really close at the end of this. Like, I have what? So this race in Chicago before the cutoff.
They have this in Chicago, and with the 1 point Lewis scored, that would put him 51 points above the cutoff line, which is K-Bart.
Yeah, they're coming to 2 to go this time. And Max is just a quarter of a straightaway ahead already.
Now Joe has picked up some pace again.
I wonder if that draft he's got with Killam and Crunch is just keeping him at least at that pace and not falling off as fast as it was.
Looks like the 2 and the 4 have maybe picked up a little bit of time, but it's just going to be too little too late here to get stage 1.
Yeah, Max is just too consistent to really have anything to do with 2 cars. I mean, you could try, but you're going to need 100% in race to catch him with 2 people. Ain't no way you can do it in 50. They're coming to the white
flag this time.
Yep. The Crunch is going to try something under Killam in 1 and 2.
He's not going to get there to the quarter.
Oh, one's loose off the corner. 3 and 4, he's going to try it for the dive. Will he get in the stick? No. Kills the drive off the corner, take 4th.
So Max Boost is going to win stage 2. Jagboy 2nd, Draven 3rd, Killam 4th. I believe Killam
Crunch.
4th, Crunch 5th, and that rounds out your top 5. Joe hanging on for a 6th place finish there after falling off there.
Followed by Gator, Sharp, and K-Bart, and then I think Swamp rounded out the top 10. Yeah, Swamp rounded out the top 10. And surprisingly, even though Lewis and Nick did wreck, they both sat on the lead lap.
That's always good to know.
Yeah.
It's always fortunate to stay on the lead lap when you're involved in an incident.
Especially through green flag pit stops, that can always be messy towards the end.
So everyone's going to come down here and get 4 tires. Hopefully nobody forgets to pit, and they get those last adjustments in to make their run here for a race win at the beginning of Stage 3.
It's going to be a long one. How long is it? Like 55 laps, I want to say? I can see here in
I
a second.
believe so.
I'll find out in just a second when Sharp Stream catches up. '52. The 4 cars making the moves already around Jack for second.
Well, they're 3 wide back there by the looks of it.
Oh, Joe in the wall again. And he bounced off a Gator too. That's not going to go over well.
Everyone's jockeying for position, trying to get what they can. 21 into the wall. Looked like the 17 may have tagged him there. Kill him. Maybe looking underneath the 2 here for 3rd.
Ooh, 19 in the wall in the back. Again. Just not Lewis's night tonight.
It has not been a good run from that 19 car tonight at all, but what he does have is a 50-point lead over the cutoff line. So he does have wiggle room. And it seems like a lot, but we see big leads go sour pretty quick.
I think he might just be trying to cruise knowing he's that comfortable and not wanting to wreck his equipment at the end. That might be what he's doing. Ooh, his 2 car in the wall off a 2. 88, 14 in the Warner, all trying to get past going into 30. And the 32.
Looking like the 14 is going to clear him. The 88, 88's going to get the 2 car back into the wall. Oh, 9 car into the wall.
3 wide back there. Still 3 wide. Oh, 9 to the 2 again. Oh, 32.
Ooh, 3 wide looking 42's in the wall now. And they're sewing in the wall every lap here in this little gaggle of cars.
It's like every corner someone's in the wall at this point. They finally got it straightened out as Draven and Max are just gone. They pulled about a second on Killam, it looks like.
I just expect that the grill, unless Draven isn't too content with riding behind Max.
Yeah, I think he might be for a bit to get some space, but after that, I think it's going to go just as hard as you can give him.
Yeah, and that's where patience comes into play here, is you see that lead right in front of you, and it's just 1 car separating you from all that clean air. But you gotta think the bigger game here. Like, do you want to pass that car now and deal with 5 others like a lap later? Or you want to just push them right behind them for like a handful of laps and build up that gap a little bit. Then maybe take advantage of all that gap you've got between like you and the lead car and 10 other cars behind you.
Exactly, or if you want to try to save some fuel in that draft behind them, because this might be close to a 2-stop stage like it was in the Xfinity race last night. And do you think Draven's just trying to ride on the back of them and just push them enough to save some fuel down the corners in the straightaway? Maybe pit late and have those fresher tires towards the end and have to worry about saving like everybody else will do.
Possible 2-stop stages are never much fun.
No.
They can be quite stressful. Have I saved enough tire? Have I saved enough fuel?
Ooh, 2 car on the wall. He's gonna go underneath. See, 2 cars might be in the wall again. No, he's good. Oh, 2 and 32 contact off of 4.
Yeah, that 32 is saying that 2 car does not let off going into the corner.
Oh, again contact. And that's what put Gator in the wall outside of K-Bart.
Oh, K-Bart looking at the inside of that 32 now. That 32 car of Gator Mike cannot be too pleasantly happy right now.
I don't think he's a happy camper at all. I think what started it was a contact with the one car you already heard earlier on, and he just kept falling back and back in traffic, and I didn't get luck with it.
Can't get too frustrated. When you become frustrated, you lose focus. When you lose focus, you start getting the wall more and more and more.
Like that right there.
Like
As Kelvin and they both get the wall. The 32's gonna dive under the 42 as the 22's are trying to look underneath too. And somehow the 32 gets back in up in line.
You see that 22 car of Nick back in here and all this. He was top 3 a lot of this race. Top 5, top 3. He's got the speed.
Just gotta get back up there. That
Just
the
like
him
that.
spinning coming to the pits really hurt him in the beginning.
That really set him back. Be interesting to see if he can maybe work his way back up there with speed and consistency.
I think he can. He's just gotta get through some of the slower traffic.
It looks like that
Ooh,
4 of
that
Draven.
don't help.
Oh, we're
Kelvin
going to
just
get
put
the
him in the
wall?
wall.
Oof.
Kelvin put him in the wall. That's not gonna go over too well.
It does look like that 1488 and the 1 and the 9 are catching your leaders of the 4 of Draven and the 1 of Max Boost.
32 in the wall again, going in the 1.
That 1 car keeps tagging the wall.
Yeah.
Might be set, like you said, set up to be a little tighter here at the beginning, and as it run goes on, car just gradually starts to come to him.
I don't know, by the looks of how he's driving those corners, I think he's just driving it in too deep and then getting in the gas too early. And just hitting it in the center off, because the way it looked like right there, he was just flooring into that corner. Who knows, I could be entirely wrong. So the 2 and the 42 have gotten hooked up with the 32, and they're trying to make another run at it. To catch up to this front pack of 6.
Be interesting to see if that 32 of Gator Mike is willing to work with the 2 of Jag Boy.
Or the 42, because they both kind of put him in the wall there. I think at this point you just gotta go with who you have, regardless of the past history, and just try to make a run for it.
Bigger picture. It's all about the bigger
Exactly.
picture. The bigger picture is always a race win.
Exactly. Race win and catching up to him and having a run for it at the end.
As this
Speaking of which, listen. Go ahead.
this pack here of the 14, the 88, the 1, and the 9 have caught the 4 and the 1. Have you already heard of Max Boost and Draven?
Yeah, they have been coming fast these past few laps, just slowly creeping up.
Ooh, Max Boost getting a little squirrely there.
Ooh, 4 in the wall. Checked up the... Oh,
One
hurt
big
hard
time in the wall.
I think Max got loose and it checked all of them up. That's forced Sharp to go low. Looks like Nick and Kelvin have caught that backpack. Wonder if Hurt got any damage from that.
Looks like he may have gotten some right side damage.
Oh, Max hard in the wall. Oh no. Max just killed the wall in 1 and 2. He drops all the way back, out of the first pack. Gonna fall behind the second pack, it looks like. Oh, in the middle of the second pack. Tough break.
But I think we know. We still
He'll be
shouldn't
back.
count him out, yeah. You still
Oh, no.
can't count him out.
You can't count him out if he's 5 laps down with 7 laps to go. You can't not count. You can never count that man.
He's just too good. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, he's by far the best of this league. No questions asked.
But maybe that 4 car, maybe that's another reason he was just kind of right in there behind that 1 car Max Boost. Maybe he's just learning a little. See what kind of line he's running there.
I mean, hey, just ride behind somebody. You can always see how they're braking or how they're lifting and how they're running their line to maybe see what you're doing right or doing wrong and how it affects your tire wear.
I don't know how that affects you, but that's always helped me at certain tracks. Just riding behind someone, learning,
Oh, same.
absorbing information, seeing where to let off. You know, when
For
to get
me
back in the
personally,
gas.
Yeah, for me personally, I always drive better when I'm following somebody rather than when I'm leading. Except for at super speedways, I can always kind of hold the front. But I always learn better, and I'm able to drive my car better when I'm watching someone or following someone, or someone's really close behind me.
Yeah, it just, I don't know what it is. It just feels a lot easier to follow than it does to lead. But it never feels
Yeah.
good to follow someone and be the first car behind them after they cross the line.
Yeah, you always gotta plan your time to make your move at the last second and just hope it sticks. I can't say much, I just did that a few weeks ago.
That 9 car looked to the outside of the one, but he let off.
Yeah, it looks like Max, K-Bart, and Jag are starting to form up.
Where did that 32 go? Sitting here behind Nick. He must have tagged the wall at some point.
I think whenever Max came back up on the track, they had to lift, and Gator might have had to lift too much.
And the 14
Max came up right in the middle of that
inside. 14 getting shuffled now.
Going to the outside. 9 car got around. Let's see how deep 14's gonna drive it. 9 car is clear. Ooh, 88 got loose off the corner.
Now, thankfully Kansas is not like a Texas turn 4.
Oh, don't even remind me. I still have nightmares of that track every now and again.
That track. That turn 4 is a nightmare if you can't figure it out.
Oh, contact between Jag and K-Bart going into 1.
They got a little balled up there, this front pack, getting into turn 1, and 9 ended up underneath the 1.
They fell back in line, though. Looks like I think Sharp might have lifted. Him and Killa might have lifted off, just trying to get into the corner. Oh, K-Bart hard on the wall. Takes Nick with him. And he parks it right in front of Gator, and Gator runs to the back of him off the front. Oh, man.
Oh, man, they just
parked it right. Parked it right at the racing line. Oh, man.
Poking the bear.
Gator's not going to be a happy camper after tonight. I can already tell. Ooh, 88 got loose again. Joe gets to his outside now. Joe looking underneath the 88, not going to make a move. Sharp going to go to the outside. Sharp had to back out because the one head was looking outside and didn't see him. Able to put the 9 in the wall.
Looking like
that allows
14
Kilman to go back around the outside.
Yep.
Ooh, 1 on the wall. I think the 88's getting loose off these corners, and when he does, the 1 car already has his nose up there, and he goes to block, and he's just too late. Don't look now, but that 2, 1, and 22 are creeping up in the picture, ever so slowly.
And as we saw in stage 1, if that 21, 22 and the 2 get hooked up, they're pretty strong.
They are a pretty good dynamic together. It's going to be interesting what they do in Cup whenever 22 gets up here full time.
I would like to say Max Boost might have some road course competition at that point, but
I mean, you can't count me out of that picture, but I'm not going to boast, so. It looks like the back 3 of 4, Lewis, Kelvin, and Ronnie are just fighting for that position.
Yeah, that 1 car Max Boost. That 1 car Max Boost just thinks he's too loose right now.
Yeah, I think he might have his car up for a short run and not loosened up for the long run. He's just holding on. Ooh, is 1 car looks underneath the 88? No, he says underneath. Switches back to the top. Didn't make it work. Oh, was the 9 taps the wall in the process.
I'm being told that 22 may have drove his car a little too hard and didn't save much here in this first half of the stage. He's trying to save some tires right now.
Ooh, was 21, 19 are both in early. Anybody else coming in this time? I think the 24 might be.
Yep.
Yeah, 24 and 17 are also in. The 88, no, never mind. I'm behind myself. 19's coming out. I think the 21, did he get a penalty? No, he's good. 21's good. 24 is getting to a stall now. 2, 1, and 22 are taking the bottom in 3 and 4. I think they're all coming in. They are.
Very clean
Smart
entry
play.
for all three of those
And
cars, and 32
And the
and
32
42.
and the 42. Clean entry by all those guys on top of each other. That was nice. I think the 24 Kelvin might have got a penalty here. Nope, there he goes. It's like Crunch is coming in, Draven's coming in. I didn't see anybody else from this front pack motion down.
Ooh, I don't know
I
if
think
that
Crunch
idiot's
be able to make it,
coming in.
Oh yeah, he is. Just crank her down.
Very aggressive
Oh,
entry.
contact.
Got into the
Contact,
4.
though.
Is that going to be a speeding penalty for the 4?
I don't know. I think the 4 got it woed down. 1 and 2 are out. 22 is out. 22 jumped. They both 22 jumped the 1. And the 42 and 32 are also out right behind him.
No speeding
9, 1, and
penalties
14
there.
are all coming in. 9, 1, and 14 are all coming in this time. They're going to be able to make it. Killing backs off way early. They're all squirrely, trying to keep those guards well down going into the pits. I think they all made it in okay.
4 and 88 are out now. Bumper to bumper here on pit road entry.
Oh yeah, the 22 is shoving that 2 down the front stretch, keeping Max behind him as much as he can. They pulled almost a 10th on the straightaway. Yep, 9, 1, and 14 are in their stalls. It's like 32's going around the 19. 4 is back on pit road. He lost to the 22, 2, and 12, or 22, 2, and 1. 14's out. 1's out. 9's out. 9 jumped them both.
Good pit stop there.
And there
for
go the
9.
leaders. Oh, what's going on? Nope. 9 didn't jump. But they lost the undercut. It's the undercut they lost about a second and a half
So is that
to those guys.
put the 2, 22, and the 1 out front?
Yeah, that's the new leaders. It's Jag in the lead. Nick behind him. Max boost Draven. They Crunch in 5th now? Yeah, Crunch, Herd, and then Crunch, Herd, Sharp, Killam, K-Bart, or no, Gator, then K-Bart, and then Lewis back up in the top 10.
So a good strategy there by those 3 from TJR.
I'm just worried how it's going to hurt him in the long run, though, with 1 lap over the tires and this crew behind him.
And they did
Tires
that.
are really big here.
And Draven is right there on their back bumpers.
He may have lost a little bit of time. It's not as much as those guys behind him did, pitting a couple laps later than they did.
They have
to go.
20 to go.
We'll come
I
to
believe they have enough fuel to make it to the end.
They should. You get up about 29 laps in these cup cars on the fuel run. It's like Killam got pushed out of line, or he went underneath the 9 and didn't make it work. So he's gonna fall back in line.
Wonder what tires gonna be looking like at the end of this run. I think they should be fine on tires.
It's gonna be close. I know.
Especially
Me
if
and Sharp did a little bit of testing earlier.
especially if you push it too hard here, too early.
Oh yeah, I'm just worried about. I think these guys up front, they're just gonna conserve their stuff till the end. I'm just worried about this pack behind them. Pack up about 5 or 6 cars. How much they have to push to catch back up. Oh, Sharp got pushed high. That means Joe's gonna fall out of line.
And this pack right here, the 1, 9, and 14 are trying to get around that 88. That 88's on a little bit older tires. But I don't think that 88's too content on letting them by.
No, I think he wants to try to either block that position or try to get up to the front. They're just gonna train around him on the outside if they can get enough speed.
They need to time that run off of 4 and maybe get to the outside quarter panel of that 88 and they might be able to get by him.
That's what take their court. Oh, 1 in the wall again. That's like hit number 8 for him on the night.
He has been
Least.
snug all night.
Yeah, I think he just has a little bit of a tighter setup, and it could be he might be running a higher preset, which causes him to run a tighter slider like that, or a tighter setup like that. So 9 gets around the outside of the 88. Can he hold it though down the front stretch?
9 tagged the wall there on entry.
But how hard would the 88 dive the corner? 9 go one underneath. 88 block on the top, 1 underneath.
Be interesting to see how much they've burned up their stuff just trying to get around this 88 here. Will they have anything to catch that front pack?
The 1 squeezed by the 88 and 3 and 4. And the question is, can the 14 get around and help those 3 push up to the front?
Oh, 88's in the wall. 14 not going to give him any room to come back down.
Nope. But it also costs the 14 a little bit of time too, though.
So now the 9, the 1, and the 14 have got around that 88. Let's see if they can work together and maybe, with a little bit fresher tires, get back up to that front 4 here.
It's going to be close, that's for sure. Don't look now, but here comes K. Bart and Gator right behind this. Well, they haven't been the same at the end of this race. Oh, one hits the wall again. He's just... That wall is... I want to see the right side of that car at the end of this race. It's going to be torn off by this point. Looks like he might actually have some front end damage from that, too.
He does look to have a little bit more damage. That damage is not going to be nice.
No, it's just to make him even tighter. He's really going to be off the pace now.
Just looks like that one car's missed it here tonight on his setup.
I think he was just trying something a little too loose, and he just wasn't tighten enough that loose too much to retire. Ooh, 9 car really loose off the corner exit. Oh!
And the 1 and the 14 ring
all
gets
the
his
way out of
outside.
line.
Not much has changed. The 2 of Jag Boy still leads here tonight, with the 22 of Nick following. Max in 3rd and Draven in 4th. Really the only battle back here is for 5th right now.
1 and 14 got around the 9.
We have 13 to go.
And then that 22 is hooked to the back of that 2's bumper. He is not leaving that for no matter what. Oh, Max looking underneath going into 3. I backed off.
He's probably thinking it's too soon.
Yeah, it's still too soon. But you never know, though. Oh, contact between the 2 and the 22.
They're going to let off and get back in line.
Oh, yeah. I think the 1 and the 4 are just biding their time and just waiting for the right moment. As the 1 sends it into 3, my goodness. Somehow able to keep it off the wall. And that might be why he's tight. He's probably just sending it in too deep and not realizing it. Might be getting the gas too soon. And that setup also could play a factor too, but...
That 1, 14, 9, and 88 are all working together now.
Yeah, they finally everything situated, but...
That one car back into the wall.
Can he keep it off the wall and keep him enough speed? It just looks like they're just dropping at this point. They're not really gaining anything. 14 can try to look underneath, going into the 1. I think he decides better of it, pulls back in line. It was 9's really high. 9's in the wall. Let the 88 push the 9 up there. Ooh, 1 in the wall again. They just took it for 9 to go. There's about 8.5 laps to go. Some kind of single file. Looks like Crunch fell off that second pack. I think his tires might be starting to fail him now. Might have used up too much trying to block him.
He has lost pace here tonight on this final
22
stint.
went a little 22 went a little wide. Like, might have hit the wall there, but I think he was just having a higher arc in the corner.
Now, I've just noticed all 4 of these guys are on TJR. It's a little bit of
That
teamwork
explains
here
everything.
tonight.
Yep.
Playing nice together.
Oh, Nick gets loose. Nick's got real loose off the corner. Allows the 1 and the 4 to go up. Oh, contact.
That
I wonder if
second,
he go. Good.
that second pack has not gained any time at all by the looks of it.
They're not going to catch him. I wonder if that 22 moving out of the lane was either team orders or if he just honestly got loose. See, I remember, like you said, they were all on the same team.
But that now
I wonder
moves
if he
the
did that
1
for
car
defense.
max boost into second. You have to wonder here, he's got what, 7 wins on the season, does he?
11. Max got 11.
11
for 12.
wins?
Yes, sir.
Damn.
He's red hot as always.
You have to wonder if he's either going to sit here and push one of his teammates to win, or if he's just going for the record books here.
I think with Max, you've got to go for the record. That's just how he is. I mean, if you know you have the talent and the skill to do it, why not go for it? You know? Because, I mean, both you and your teammates are already all locked in. Why not have a little fun while you're at it, you know?
We have 5 to go here at the line.
Sharp's on the bottom underneath. At 32 and 42, even falling off the backpack as well.
That
Lamb beginning
88's
to
got
come
around the
off.
9.
Yeah, the 9's falling off. It looks like he's getting a little loose. 14's going under the 1 and the 3. Slides up. 1 gets back around off of 4, I think. 88's going to go up top too, so he's going to lose another spot. 14 held his own. He didn't really lose much space on the front stretch. Now he's going to cede this position to the 88. Slide up in front of the 9. Like Nick fell off the base, fell off that front back. He might have hit the wall. We were looking away.
He has been scrubbing the wall here a little bit here and there, about every other lap.
Yeah.
But he has now lost, like you said, lost that front pack. And who knows, maybe the second pack might be able to grab him here by the end of the race. I think we're at,
88 or 1 in the wall again.
I believe we have 3 to go.
I believe so. Oh, 88 spun it off the corner.
Oh, is that going to
Is
be
that
a
going to be a
caution?
caution? I think it is. Yeah, it's a caution. 88 spun it. No? Maybe?
I do not
No?
believe so. No, we do not have a
No,
caution.
no caution. Really?
That's going to be a big hit from Crunch right there.
That's be a huge
Had a good
hit
run
for Crunch.
going.
2 to go.
And that second pack is all broken up. The 1, the 9,
Yeah, it's
the
all-
14, they're all spaced out.
Where did the 88 end up? Oh, he's just now entering the pit road. Yeah, his day is over with, unfortunately. Coming to the white flag. What will the 1 or the 4 do to move the 2 out of the way for the win, or will they just ride around and push Jag to a second straight victory? Oh,
Max
Jag
is
blocks
driving to the
high.
outside.
Max has got to run.
Draven's
Oh,
on
he
the
blocks
inside.
it. Draven's inside. They're going to split him. Jag drives it in deep. He's going to slide up. Max is going to go underneath, though. Question is, will Max have the speed off the corner? They touch down the back straightaway. Going into 3.
Max has got to run
Mac
the middle
drives
lane here.
high. He's going to put him in the wall.
Oh,
Max
clears him.
slides. But Jag took the over-under. We had the speed.
He is
He does
not,
not.
going to have the speed.
Coming in
Max
checkered flag.
boosts.
Max wins his 12th race of the year.
It
Loved
is just
it.
amazing.
And I think Jag, did he get second?
I think he got second, and then he spun across
Yeah.
the line.
Max first, Jag second, Draven third, Nick 4th, Hurd 5th, Sharp 6th, Killam 7th, Gator 8th, K-Bart 9th, and Kelvin with the top 10 tonight. Love to
Well,
hear it.
why don't we go ahead and get a race winner in here? That was a caution-free race. I believe the only cautions we had were stages. I think I'm going to have to scroll down and find him on my friends list. Wonder if it's going to let me get him in here with this new party. Oh, there he is. And here is our race winner, the one car of Max Boost. Wins here tonight at Kansas. Max, you guys just buying your time there and just cruising around once the green flag pit stop cycled through? Yes, TJR proving they are a top team to compete with here on the race on the mile and a half tracks. How was your car handle tonight? It looked like you may have been a bit loose there in parts of the race tonight.
Important. But yeah, it was loose. I fenced it. When I have the mirror on, frame rates drop, and my right rear quarter panel dragged the fence, and of course I got stuck into it. So it was very difficult to recover from that. But yeah, it was good, but loose.
Yeah, for sure. Ghost, do you have anything here for a race winner tonight?
I'll say, what was your plan going and knowing you're comfortably in the playoffs and already had 11 wins before tonight? What was your plan going in? Were you just comfortable? Were you going to ride around, or were you going to go for another win?
I was going to go for another win just because, I got to get as much practice in for the Winter Heat Series. So, any situation, I'm trying to just learn what I can do and can't do. I do really feel bad kind of racing Jaguar hard for that. But, a win's a win, and you can never have too many of them. It's hard to get one. And, race to win kind of deal. It just sucks that I was at my teammates' expense.
Well, good. Congrats on your 12th win of the season, and good luck with your practicing for the Winter League Series this year.
Appreciate it.
Yep, good win tonight, Max. You have anybody you want to shout out before you leave the booth here tonight?
Yes, I would love to shout out my buddy Matt Hartman, who always bugs me about not sending him the links to the streams of my league races. So I made sure I sent him the link to this one, and that may have been a drive. For watching it. Yeah, I see he threw a heart in the chat. So shout out to him. I hope he watched it. I hope he had a good time enjoying it. I do see Big Jim asking a question saying, the race, the Movember 50, are you feeling confident in your setup? Yes, actually. My teammate from Chip Ganassi Gaming, Luis Zader, and I have been talking and working on some good cars for it, so I do feel confident. I don't know what kind of race it's going to be, because it's going to be 10 Pro League guys and then 14 guys who raced in, 24 cars total at Dover. So I don't know if I should build a short run car for cautions or not, but yeah, I am feeling confident for that. So hopefully that answered your question, Big Jim.
Confidence is always key at every track you go to. So if you aren't confident in anything, well, probably ain't gonna do too well. Thank you for your time
Absolutely.
here in the booth tonight, Max. Good win and good luck to you in the series.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for streaming tonight.
Alright, I'm going to get your second place finisher, Jagboy, in here in the booth. It's going to be blue screen here for a second. Please don't yell at me, I'm sorry. Where are we at? Where's that T car?
And here's our second place finisher tonight, Jag. How are you feeling about after the race this evening?
I don't know. I guess first and second in the stages, and then second isn't too bad, but after you lead that many laps and for it to happen in the last corner, it kind of sucks, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I understand your frustration there. Did you think he was going to run you like that in 3 and 4, or were you think he was just going to let you ride by and completely get the win?
Well, I knew he wasn't. I knew he was going to try to pass me because I'd be pretty upset at him if he didn't try to win. But I don't know. I don't really remember exactly how it went down. I just didn't come out in first, and that's all that matters, I guess. But I'm not upset with anybody at the last lap or nothing. That's just how it goes, man.
Yeah, well, hey, still P2. That's still a great finish, and then won both stages. It's still amazing. Great points day for you going into the playoffs after next week. Marksman, you got any questions for him this evening?
Yeah, you certainly are starting to hit on all cylinders at the right time here, building up your momentum beautifully for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's
that.
pissing some people off apparently.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah, I love it though. I love it.
We won't talk about them. How'd you feel about the card night through the race, that final stage there, and the first two stages?
Man. Well, the car was great for the first 20 laps or so, and then after that, it just it started getting loose. And once it started getting loose, it got loose bad and loose fast. So we in stage 3 we pit probably a lap or two before we originally planned, but it ended up working out. Made a little adjustment there on the last pit stop to make it drive a little better on the long run, and we all came out, me, Nick and Max, and came out in front of the field, and Draven ended up tagging along with us. So, I mean, it worked out great. I just, I don't know. Those last 2 laps, the handling was really iffy. I think if it was a little better, probably would have been able to hold on.
Well, you certainly came here and showed your speed and strength tonight on the 1.5 miles. And yeah, Team TGR as a whole really showed out tonight. This was a great outing from your team. And you're going to Chicagoland next week. Another fast 1.5 miles. How do you feel about your chances at Chicagoland next week?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm on the bigger tracks, the 1.5, 1.5, and the 2 mile tracks. I've got speed. I've had speed. I just haven't had the luck. Luck kind of turned around tonight. So that's good to see. So I don't know. It just really depends on how the race plays out. But I think we'll be fast and we'll have a piece.
Alright, and before we let you go, I have a question from the media. You are now looking like this is from Big Jim. You are now looking like a lock into the playoffs. What track are you looking forward to the most in the playoffs?
Oh man, not Vegas. I'll tell you that. I don't like Vegas, but let's see. Sorry, I don't really know the whole schedule. I'm actually pulling it up right now. I know the Roval's in there. Roval's the one I'm looking forward to. Bristol, Phoenix, and that's about it. So
any of those tracks in there you feel like you should be a lock to win, maybe? Got any high confidence like that in any of them?
I think the only one that can really call himself a lock in any race is Max. I think he's the only one who's allowed to do that. But no, man, the competition in the Cup Series is very, very high. I don't know if there's another league out there that has this level of competition. So
it's yeah, I definitely feel like the underdog coming in these playoffs. So I'll tell you that. But we've these last handful of races, man, we've really started to hit our stride and figure things out. Things have been clicking, so I feel good. I feel a good wave of momentum heading into the playoffs.
Well, it's always important to feel good and have the confidence in yourself. Because, you know,
Hell yeah, man.
you don't have any confidence, like I told Max, there ain't much you can do. But being an underdog, what do you got to lose when you're the underdog, you know? Underdog stories are always nice.
And I'm hoping I can write my own, but we'll see. We'll have to see.
Alright, well, thank you for your time in the booth here tonight and talking to us. Do you have anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Max for winning that thing. I'm just glad it was one of us. TJR, of course. Shout out to Vinge for helping me out tonight. He always does a great job. Yeah, that's it. Shout out to you guys for stepping up and broadcasting this thing. We really appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Oh,
and
thank you.
that's about it.
Thank you, I
Always.
appreciate that one. Well, you have a good
Hell yeah.
night, Jag. Look forward
Hey,
to
you
seeing
too,
more
guys.
speed out of you.
Hell yeah.
Good luck in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. You guys too.
Well, Ghost, we certainly saw a good one tonight. A caution-free race.
Oh, yeah, definitely a fun race to watch and broadcast for my first time commentating, which I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do it.
Yeah, this is my first time commentating too, and maybe I'll be back to do it again this coming Thursday. Who knows?
I probably won't. I gotta work the rest of the week except for Wednesday, but who knows? I was supposed to work tonight. We were closed today, so who knows? Something else might happen.
Perfect
Might be
timing, huh?
Always. Well, I wanted the race, but that's beside the point.
Yep. Well, I believe that we have no races for tomorrow night. Tomorrow is Monday night, and then Tuesday night, the trucks going to Chicagoland
is
for their
Tuesday.
season. Today's Monday, isn't it?
Today's Monday.
Yes, today's Monday. Yes. I've been on COVID lockdown. I lost track of days. But tomorrow night,
Oh,
the trucks go to Chicagoland for their final race of the regular season. Be interesting to see who can lock up the season championship there. It's a 15-point lead between me and Keenitz, Marksman and Keenitz for the points lead. So you get those playoff points, and then a 7-point lead, I believe, over the playoff cut line between Up the Irons and I think Mac the Bread Man, if I remember correctly.
It's gonna be an interesting race. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting race tomorrow with both the first and the last plates being on the line here.
Playoff points are on the line. A playoff spot on the line.
It's
But
gonna be a fun one.
trucks tomorrow night at Chicagoland, and I believe Xfinity is Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll be at Chicago on Wednesday night for our last race of the season.
Yes, Xfinity finale at Chicagoland Wednesday night, and then I believe regular season finale for Cup as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
At
they have just
Chicagoland.
Thursday at Chicago.
Thursday.
Yeah, so all the regular season finales are this week. So it's gonna be an interesting week, that's for sure.
Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this broadcast, and we look forward to seeing you coming out for the next 3 days for Truck, Xfinity, and Cup to close out the regular season. Y'all have a good night. Ghost, thank you for showing up tonight.
Always, no problem. Everyone have a good night and be safe out there.
Yep. I hope I didn't disappoint you guys too much here in the booth, my booth debut, but y'all have a good night.